watching lights away. I feel every spark as night turns into day. It's crazy, but I need you the same. 'Cause you got what I wanted. Until we're nothing more than strangers in the morning. But every lonely night I'm losing track. Keep falling right back with you taking over my mind. Wanna do it again, even if we know how this ends. I wanna do it again, don't wanna pretend. So give me all the highs and lows. I think you know I wanna do it again. Don't you know it's always been.
Good evening. If everyone would please rise. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors and the national anthem. Good evening. We're going to go over just a few housekeeping before we get started. We know that everyone is so excited and so proud of all these graduates that we have in front of us, the class of 2025. So the Civic Center does ask that we do not scream and holler and cheer when the names are being called so that every family has the opportunity to hear their child's name called. So right now, I would love for everyone to give me their loudest cheer for their student so that we can get it all out. That's pretty impressive. So I'm going to do one more thing too before we get started. I'm going to make a deal with everyone because I know everyone wants to cheer. So what we'll do is when we call the rows, we'll call everyone's name, and before each row sits down, we'll give you the opportunity to cheer before we go on to the next row, okay? So we're going to begin our graduation tonight by welcoming the class president of 2025, Coleman Trammell, to the stage for the welcome.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I had to deal with my old principal, Mr. Jacob Johnson, to give him a hat from the college I'm going to, so got that out of the way. Okay, good evening. First and foremost, I would like to start off by saying thank you. Thank you to all the teachers, coaches, admin, board members, and my peers. Thank you for making these past 12 years some of the most memorable years of my life. Thank you to all the teachers and admin who would continue to push each and every one of us to do our best at all times. Thank you to the coaches who stood by our side no matter what. Thank you to the board members who work behind the scenes, continuing to get the best facilities and tools we need to be successful. Last but not least, thank you to my peers. Each and every one of you have impacted my life in such a special way. Some people recently have asked, will I miss high school? Me being me, I've brushed it off and said, oh no man, I can't wait to leave this place. But I am going to miss it. What I've realized in this past month is that it has gone by in slow motion. All of a sudden, those late Tuesday night practices weren't so bad after all. Mr. Kissel's calculus tests don't sound that bad anymore. This is a hard one to say, but Ms. Tully's interactive notebooks aren't sounding too bad not right now either. Now, I can't speak for everybody, but I'm not going to know what to do without someone telling me I can't have my phone or earbuds anymore. I'm also going to miss all the late-night bus rides on the way back from away games. Although this is the end of high school, it starts a new chapter for each of us. The Russell County High School class of 2025 will go down in history as the best one yet. Many of us will further our education in college, go into the workforce, or enlist into the armed forces. One thing I can speak on everyone's behalf in this building is that you have been doubted at some time in your life. What some don't realize is the doubt that us students have been faced with for several years now. Through all the doubt, we have shined. This class has broken many records and has stayed strong no matter what. I have no doubt that this group of kids will continue to do huge things in life. Many of the people you are here to watch today will be future lawyers, doctors, teachers, first responders, business owners, and hey, who knows, we all might be voting for Daniel DiDonato for President of the United States. If you don't take anything out of the speech, I want to leave you with this. This group of students is going to do big things, not only for this community, but the world. Again, thank you everyone for being here tonight, and I wish everyone here the best of luck with your future. Go Warriors.
Now we're going to ask Mr. Kenneth Barnes, our president of the Russell County School District Board of Education, to come give you greetings.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Education, we would like to say congratulations to the graduating class of 2025. Our board members, could you stand, please? On behalf of the board, I would like to leave you all with Proverbs, the 3rd chapter, verses 5 and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path." So as all of you go out chasing your dreams, I'm going to ask that the Lord richly bless all of you in all of your future endeavors. And just remember what that passage of Scripture said, that it said to trust in the Lord. So when things seem not to go your way, trust in the Lord and lean not on your own understanding. He says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. So warriors, go out and achieve all of your future endeavors. And I'm going to continually pray for you all and ask the Lord's blessings upon you all. Congratulations again, and have a blessed day.
Now, we would like to ask Tavion Moore, a salutatorian, to come up for his salutatorian address.
Four years of class night discussion, nights studying for tests, lunch table talks, and making friends. With the conclusion of senior year, I feel as though I've come to a crossroads of sorts. The path that I'm currently on and the path that the future holds are in fact colliding. The dream that I would one day graduate has turned into a bleak reality. I no longer have time to enjoy high school. Now, I'll have to remember my experience. To some, this may be a breath of fresh air. To others, this may be a wave of anxiety, but to me, this is a bittersweet moment. Russell County has truly changed me. The halls that once confused me have become a memorized map, and the people that I once felt isolated from have become a community. I'd like to begin by thanking those in my community. Most importantly, my parents and siblings. Thank you for allowing me to become the person that I am today. I'd like to thank my dad for being a beacon of support. If I ever needed heartfelt words, advice, or just an adult perspective on high school drama, you were the person I could go to. Thank you for truly standing behind my decisions, for uplifting and for encouraging me. Also, I'd like to thank my mom for all of her support. No matter if I'm working on homework or my Harvard application, you've been there with kind words and encouragement and funny jokes to help me get through it all. Know that wherever I may end up, you'll always be my mom. Additionally, I'd like to thank my siblings, Aliana, Jacoby, and Benji, for being the people that I wish to make proud. Aliana, I'd like to thank you for being a goal that I wanted to reach. I hope that you know that even though I may talk about how grown I am, I'll always look up to you as my older sister. Jacoby, I hope that I've shown you that your possibilities are limitless, and that the only person who determines where you stop is yourself. I hope you've seen how much I've applied myself and you emulate that through your high school experience. BJ, I hope that I've shown you how much education matters. You might be in elementary school right now, but before you know it, you'll be all old like I am. I hope that I'm an inspiration to you and that one day you'll find your way just like I had to as well. There's a few individuals from Russell County that I'd personally like to thank. I'd like to thank my first ever friend made in high school, Jaden Bennett. My best friend throughout high school, Israel Wright, as well. Words truly can't express how much I love you guys. Additionally, I'd like to thank some teachers that have pushed me beyond belief. These teachers being Ms. Good, Chef Thorne, Mr. Kissel, and Ms. Jones. I'd like to thank Ms. Good for putting me on the path of leadership in the 9th grade and encouraging me to continue leading in the future. Chef for making me laugh so hard that I lost breath and teaching me the importance of having a star crunch on my person. That was supposed to be a joke, a funny, a ha-ha, a knee slapper. God. I'd like to thank Mr. Kissel for fostering my desire to learn and influencing my sense of sarcasm, allegedly. And finally, Ms. Jones for pushing me towards opportunities I didn't feel worthy of and allowing me to teach her how to use Gen Z slang. Type. These individuals and so many more have truly affected me. They've inspired me, encouraged me, and even made fun of me for not knowing my map. Shout out to Ms. Massey and Mr. Thomas. I hope that each and every one of our graduates here have at least met one person throughout high school that has changed them, pushed them to be better, and has allowed them to laugh. Dear Class of 25, as we get older, I challenge you to do two things. Firstly, I challenge you to fail. And secondly, I challenge you to grow. Now, you guys might be looking at me crazy right now, talk about some why is he challenging us to fail? Wow. But just know this. Understand that in life, you will fail, but that failure is only a step towards succession. When you fail, change your perspective, try new methods, and allow your failures to create opportunities for growth. As you age, I hope everyone here grows into the person they were meant to be. I hope you grow not only physically, but mentally as well. Most importantly, grow your understanding of yourself. Know that you, each and every one of you, are supposed to change. You're never the same. Even moment to moment, you're allowed and expected to invent who you are. And who are you, some might ask? You're bright, talented people who are made to shine. I hope that you all understand that there's value in standing out and that you should never have to dim your light to fit in. With growth comes failure, and failure fosters growth. I hope you all walk through life allowing these two concepts to build your character. I wish for everyone here to become someone they're proud of. Some of you were plagued with challenges. Some of you are the first to graduate in your family, and some of you may have believed that you would not make it this far. Yet throughout these barriers, you're still here. For some, this is the first of many graduations to come, while for others, this marks the beginning of your non-scholastic journey. No matter the case, allow me to say that I am proud of each and every one of you here, and I can't wait to see how much you all grow. Thank you.
If we could please welcome the valedictorian, Miss Ava Sochet.
Okay. As recommended by a certain math teacher, Mr. Kissel, I'll keep my acknowledgments brief. I want to give a special shout out to all my friends I've made during high school, even those I'm no longer close to. Of course, even though I told them I wouldn't mention their names, I just could not recognize the girls who kept me what felt like sane the whole year. So to Hope, Layla, and Markeisha, thank you for being my peace in this chaos. I'd also like to give a special thanks to every teacher I've had throughout the years and the staff, especially the counselors, who have been just as supportive. A special dedication goes to Miss Way. It's truly been an honor to be a member of HOSA and a student in your health classes. You've changed my perspective in many ways. The same can be said about Mr. Henry. Thank you for always believing in me, even though sometimes I fell asleep in your class. Oh, and of course, I couldn't forget to mention Frat Boy Beasley. I've been promising him a shout out since the beginning of the year. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, I want my family to know that I wouldn't be where I am without them. You have been my support system from the very beginning, specifically my mom and grandma. Your sacrifices, your tears, your smiles through the hard times. I'm aware I haven't always been the easiest to manage, but I hope I've made you proud. I don't think my mom realizes it, but she's always been the one who inspires me the most to be who I am. Even on days when you feel like you're not enough, I've always wanted to be just like you. And to my little brother, Tristan, even though my high school journey is coming to an end and yours is just beginning, know that whenever you're in need, even from Tuscaloosa, I'll always be your big sister and I'll always love you. With that being said, some words are small until you live through them. Graduation is one of them. Graduation, 4 syllables, 10 letters, often referred to as the ceremonial act of receiving a degree or diploma, a very lackluster description for such a pivotal moment in our lives, the moment where we hear our names called, walk across the stage, and accept the thing we've been working tirelessly for 13 years. There's not an actual word or feeling that quite describes this moment other than complex. We're often told, you never know what someone's going through, and that perfectly sums up our lives in this moment. We all sit here in the same room, wearing the same cap and gown, but with different stories. Some of us will walk the stage as first-generation high school graduates. Others wear memorial pieces to honor those they've lost and grieved during high school. And some walk across the stage as people who truly didn't think they'd make it here today. There was a time when this event held no meaning to me, not because it wasn't important, but because I didn't see myself making it this far. I've had my struggles and personal battles, just like everyone else in this room. But what matters isn't my rank or the number of courts I wear. What mattered was simply the fact that I'll complete the fate of walking across this stage. For some of us, this moment was never guaranteed. It was something we fought through for early mornings, restless nights, and countless hours, days, and even years. Behind every person who accepts their diploma, there's a story, one that holds great strength, one that others will look up to as an example of what it means to endure and persevere despite all odds. So may this be my personal letter to the class of 2025. Despite the stories we'll one day tell our children or the moments forever sealed in our yearbooks, we'll only be 17 and 18-year-olds who walk across this stage once. So hold these words with care. Class of 2025, I'm speaking to you not as the valedictorian, but the person outside of my academics, outside of clubs and social media, but rather as your classmate who has stood beside you through this both challenging and rewarding journey. We've seen it all from experiencing the world shutting down in 7th grade to missing our 8th grade graduation. Even through the good times, watching our football team make a comeback their senior year, seeing classmates get into their dream schools, and sharing moments like senior sunrise. I know I haven't interacted with you all personally, one-on-one conversations, but just know your success hasn't gone unnoticed. I am proud of every single last one of you, and it's truly an honor to graduate beside you. So I'll leave you with one final piece of advice, best quoted from Ivy by Frank Ocean: "We ain't those kids no more." We're no longer the unsure kids who entered Russell County in 2021. We've changed, we've grown, we've matured, and how lucky am I to have people who make saying goodbye so hard. I couldn't have asked for a better group to close this chapter with. I know you'll leave your mark on this wherever you go, just like you've left a mark on me. Thank you, class of 2025, for giving me an opportunity to speak with you, but for most of all, for giving me hope.
Please welcome Ms. Tanya Keene, principal of Russell County High School.
Before I begin, I know Ms. Shoup asked us to give a loud round of applause for this class of 2025. But I've been a part of Russell County for 5 years, and I know in Russell County we can get a whole lot louder. Can we please give this class all their due applause and flowers? They are certainly worthy of it. Tonight, we welcome you to this celebration of our class of 2025 graduates. The young adults you see seated before you have overcome obstacles and challenges. However, they have continued on their paths of excellence. This is the largest graduating class at Russell County High School. Within this class of 2025 graduates, we have future lawyers, doctors, nurses, welders, service workers, and a plethora of other professions. These young adults are our future and will, without a doubt, make a positive impact on those around them, their families, and their local, national, and global communities. Seated before you are students who have overcome challenges that would tear your hearts out, but their stories of their comebacks would make you cheer. There are other stories from other students about warriors who have displayed empathy, bravery, grit, determination, kindness, and bravery. Each and every individual member of this class of 2025 has a story. Each and every member of this class will change the world for the better. As you begin your new adventure, Remember, never doubt yourself. Though some of you tried to get me to doubt myself and said I would cry during the speech. Be true to your character. Remember who you are. Guard your hearts, minds, and souls against those who threaten to take your joy. You deserve all of the best and never settle for less. Continue to advocate for the better good. The world may be scary, but you're prepared. You are meant for this moment. You are meant to shine. Our warriors walked in tonight as high school seniors. And when you walk out tonight, you will walk out as Russell County High School alumni. Best wishes, warriors, as you show the world what we've known all along. Go Warriors.
At this time, we're going to begin with the awarding of the diplomas. So I'll ask Dr. Coley, Mr. Barnes. Do you want to speak?
Good evening. By the powers vested in me by the state of Alabama, the Department of Education, as the superintendent of Russell County School District, I certify that all students seated before you meet the requirements to receive an Alabama high school diploma on this 15th day of May 2025. Congratulations to the members of the Russell County High School class of 2025.
Ava Jaquetta Sochet. Tavion Jolly Moore. Kenneth Nicholas Dale. Colton Garrett Armstrong. Kyler Austin Ward. Daniel Malicio Didinato. Kara Ann Chicory. Ariana Renee Four. Oliver Vasquez. Keon Ellis Leverett. Jada Madison Adams. Cameron Omari Ages. Anthony Quintavious Allen. DeAndre Tyree Anderson. Kaylee Mackenzie Anderson. Horace Raekwon Anthony. Diego Alejandro Arias Rodriguez. Skylar Bree Bailey. Kennedy Camille Banks. Breon Jashay Barnes. Shayla Serena Barnes. Addison Elise Barrett. Joshua Duran Battle. Timothy Tyrone Battle, Jr. Let's give a round of applause for the first row. Anthony Jamal Beasley. Jaden Martin Bennett. Courtney Terrell Brown, Jr. Devin Jarrell Brown. Nubian Queen Brown. The Angel Leah Brown. Daniel Elijah Bulens. Curtis Terrion Burton III. Jacob Daniel Campbell. Novalee Ann Castile. Jeremiah Clinton Cavender. Marissa Priscilla Francesca Chambers. Charles Wesley Champion III. Julissa Monet Cheney. Griffin Allen Chapman. Landon Gage Chapman. Vanessa Marie Chapman. Jaden Kadima Chin. Sean Easton Cohen. Abigail Rose Coleman. Trayvon Leandre Copeland. Prather Marcellus Cornwell Jr. Kaylee Nicole Couch. Hallie Peyton Crowell. Let's give the second row a round of applause. Madison Rose Cruzan. Jasper Charles Dahl. Quanaya Michaela Daniels. Joshua Flomo Dankin. Kenneth Levante Davis. Holden Joseph Earl Dean. Zakiria Janae Dennison. Quandarius Matthias Dixon. Sorry. Ian Bryce Donovan. Braden Robert Doran. Tierra C. Edelblut. Alexis Mackenzie Elkins. Caitlin Ryan Elkins. Owen Scott Elledge. Elizabeth Michelle Ennis. Seth Allen Erickson. Landon Xavier Farmer. Miles Xavier Kai Fields. Estrella Marie Figueroa. Bailey Renee Flynn. Layla Autumn Flynn. Jaquavius Theophilus Shipman Flores. Jaheim Tyreek Flournoy. Dwayne Bernard Fluellen Jr. Let's give a round of applause for row 3. Maddox Gregory Fonder. Hayden Scott Forvore. Trad Thomas Foster. Esaias Dimitri Franklin. Thank you. Kinley Margie Gaskins. Christian Timothy Austin Gasper. Latasia Monet Glenzie. Gabriel Sean Goldsby. Ayana Carmen Destiny Gomez. Cameron Blake Gonzalez. Seth Ray Gossett. Jasmine Darlene Gothard. Amaya Miche Grant. Shira Harmony Green. Shariah Harmony Green. So sorry. Skylar Pierre Green. Zachary Ty Green. Jesse Lean Griffin V. Audrey Nicole Griggs. Jack Hunter Hacker. Ashley Ann Elizabeth Hannon. Denasia Lamora Harper. Denver Nicholas Harper. Clara Elizabeth Harrison. Marquise D'Angelo Hogans. Let's give a round of applause for row 4. Taekwon Malik Horace. Cole William Howard, Jr. Kalia Jakiria Howard. Riley Madison Howard. Liliana Nicole Hudson. Marcus Dwight Hunter. Sophia Mariah Hussey. Benjamin Joseph Ivy. Kyla Lachey Jackson. Lanaya Paris Jackson. Akira Nicole James. Javon Jeremy James. Jade Nevaeh Jenkins. Jaden Rashard Jenkins. Rayshawn Lamar Johnson. Antrell Lamonte Jones. Brandon Curtis Jai Jones. Kamaya Jean Sharice Jones. Nevaeh Simone Kathy Cates. Dion Jack Kinney. Diaria Alana King. Kendrice Duran King. Jared Lee Klein. Michaela Vincentiez Knowles. Let's give a round of applause for row 5. Noelani Ku'ule Pululisa Caressa. Caroline Grace Lance. Shaquan Shante Langot. Shakira Ophelia Lawrence. Patricia Faith Lax. Jalen Michelle Lieutenant. Mayul Camille Marie Lemon. Keandre Tyree Leverett. Brandon Tyrell Lewis. Ashley Claire Love. Kaysen Pate Luker. Tamaje Diaz Mackey. Cecily Janae Alea Marshall. Hunter Austin Martin. Donovan Jamari Matthews. Cannon Lee McCain. Courtney Simone McCants. Byron Scott McCrary. Angel Sinclair McDaniel. Christian Malay McDowell. Braylon Andrew McGrath. Centara Lynn McGuire. Trinity Ladria McKinnon. Noah Christopher McMinn. Let's give a round of applause for row 6. Deasia Nicole Dejanay McPherson. Leland Gotti McVeigh. Donna Valeria Mejia Jimenez. Jalen Cordell Miles. Braylon Ansley Miller. Caleb Dwayne Moore. Jalen Michelle Moore. Jacob Tyler Mulder. Carlos Rodriguez Murray. Destiny Lee Ann Newman. Genevieve Lynn O'Connor. Zandria Roy Lynn Ofstendahl. Amy Michelle Oliver. Hunter James Oliver. Amira Victoria Omar. Markeisha Elena O'Neill. Xavier James O'Neill. Esperanza Carolina Ortiz. Desiree Ola Witosin Salone Osisanya. Shane Matthew Otopobi. Jaden Christopher Owens. Connor Morgan Owens. Gabriella Lucia Page. Eugenie Lucy Palmer. You got this one? Let's give row 7 a round of applause. Caden Mason Parr. Alexander Nathan Peace. Francesca Peely. Stephen Andrew Poston. Ashlyn McKenna Pugh. Damaris Salinas Kuros. Cameron Wanedrick Reese. Dewan Kendall Richardson Jr. Jordan Gaucher Robinson. Michaela Alyssa Robinson. Mark Corey David Robinson, Jr. Willie Lee Robinson, III. Justice Jordan Rogers. Hunter James Rowland. Caden James Ruminap. Aries Jolie Sanders. Ja'Cory Marquez Sanders. Shane Raiden Sano. Annalicia Renee Santana. Peyton Nicole Schmidt. Timothy Joseph Schmidt. Rashad Liddell Scott. Zaya Khalees Screws. Martavius Jarrell Searcy. Let's give a round of applause for row 8. Devontae Michael Shearer. Lillianne Marie Smith. Taylor Amber Smith. Sincere Caden Sneed. Caitlin Nicole Stanley. Larry Stedman III. Joseph DeMarion Stephan. McKeithen Clark Strickland. Jeremiah Kevon Sumbry. Autumn Olivia Swyatt. Brandon Lee Tackett. Olivia Marie Taylor. Madison Layla Taylor. Tristan Gamble Taylor. Jake Thomas Teague. Dorian LeVar Teal. Brittany Leanne Thomas. Javion D'Arias Thomas. Kendra Nevaeh Thompson. William Daniel Taylor Thompson. Jacob Alexander Tibbs. Jamarcus Jarrell Tolbert. Coleman Lance Trammell. Brooke Noel Truchon. Let's give row 9 a round of applause. Layla Renee Turner. Cameron Deshawn Van. Jordan Christian Van. Angel Vasquez Sanchez. Mallory Kaylin Wade. Regan Edward Ward, Jr. Catherine Nicole Watson. Claire Catherine Weathers. Joseph Ryan West. Georgia Mackenzie Brooke White. Adrian Christopher Wiley. Amari Tyrese Williams. Justin Antonio Williams. Kalia Denise Williams. Kayla Danielle Williams. Lauren Alexandria Marie Williams. Hannah Jo Wilson. Jordan Tania Wimberly. Aisha Ray Wright. Dariana Tamira Noel Wright. Israel Dion Forrest Wright. Isabella Rita Ziahan. Peyton Rose Zamora. Austin Cole Ziegler. Let's give row 10 and the rest of these graduates a round of applause. We're going to ask Miss Keene to come to the stage. We're going to do a memory of a fallen warrior.
At this time, I would like to call Javon James to the stage, please. You got the... We've called Javon up. His twin brother, Devon, was one of our 2025 graduates. Devon and Javon were in a serious car accident, and unfortunately, Devon did not make it. But we know, once a warrior, always a warrior. And tonight, we celebrate Devon James, and we've got all of our seniors signed a senior t-shirt for Devon. So if we could all stand and please give Devon a round of applause. You're welcome. We love you. Seniors, if you'll remain standing for us. At this time, I present the graduated class of 2025. Go Warriors! There will never be another class like the class of 2025.
Please remain standing for the alma mater.